I'm Carl Anthony with AutoSens TV here at the Michigan Science Center for AutoSens Detroit 2018. Have the privilege today of speaking with Matt Schob, the co-founder and chief experience officer of Mighty AI. We spoke with Matt in Brussels in September, and Matt, we're back again. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Carl. I got to say, the catering's holding up to the Brussels experience so far too, from the AutoSens perspective. So it's fun to be back, and it's good to see what hardware and software is looking like in 2018.
Well, Matt, like we always say, you can't design an autonomous car on an empty stomach.
Have we been saying that for a long time? It makes a lot of sense, nonetheless. I'm going to go with it.
We'll run with it.
Okay.
So tell me, what has Mighty AI been up to since we last spoke in Brussels?
Well, we're still doing what we were doing then, which is we're a data management platform for makers of autonomous vehicle perception systems. So we have a platform with experts, workflows, a curated community, and the right software to label data at scale and with quality that is needed to then train the models that the automakers are building to create these perception systems. And what we start with is their raw, unlabeled data, and we turn it into clean, labeled, structured, high-quality data that they can then use to train those models. And it's an end-to-end service.
So that's incredible. So to a regular car person like me, when you say train the model, what does that mean to a regular car person who's just learning about autonomous driving for the first time?
So there is a system that will actually control the car, but that system needs to make decisions, and how it makes those decisions is from an artificial intelligence model. And that model will then see the world kind of like we see it, and the training data, the data that we provide and work with our customers to generate is what gives that AI system the ability to see what we see. So a pedestrian, a parked car, a fire hydrant, lane lines, more importantly, the edges and margins of the road. The system is taught over and over again by seeing images that are, and video and other kind of sensor modalities, what the items are in a scene, and that repetition, that flow of data teaches that system to see what we see, and then what you end up with is a system that can actually you can control the car based on its ability to look at a scene and understand it, and then decide and do something.
Matt, from your perspective, what are some of the biggest challenges in that space right now?
Well, certainly one of the biggest challenges is the volume of data, the diversity of data that's required too, because if you train a system on just a sunny day in Detroit, it's a system that will do well driving on a sunny day in Detroit, but if you have snow or rain or highway sign markings in Iceland or any number of geographic and weather and time of day diversity diversity challenges, you're not going to have a system that's able to deal with all those different kind of situations. Right. So diversity and the volume of data required to get that diversity is a huge challenge. And the automakers and others in this space need enough data to be able to cover the scenarios that they want to optimize for, whether it's just starting in one city or eventually deploying to city, suburbs, different countries, whatever their market demands require. But that sort of diversity and breadth of data is one of the key challenges.
Are there any other advantages to the Mighty AI approach that we may have missed that are important to talk about?
The primary things that we do is we offer the full life cycle. If you're in the business of creating a model and you need to run it with training data, what we provide is all of the tooling, the management of the community that's using that tooling to deliver high quality results. We have our own Mighty quality system that guarantees quality. We have data science that provides analytics to help you measure and match and understand that the quality and accuracy that you're looking for is what you're getting. And the service layer, the people that you work with at Mighty, to tie it all together. So we try to make sure that everything end to end is covered when we work with customers in this area.
So Matt, as the co-founder of Mighty AI, I'm curious, what inspired you to develop and build this company? What was the inspiration?
We started actually not in self-driving cars. We started with an app called Spare 5. The community app is still called Spare 5, but it was all about, can we find time time in people's lives where they have spare time, skills, and interests and would like to do something productive and get paid for it on their phone, and it would, in the process, clean up dirty or unenriched data for other companies. And we worked in a variety of areas: healthcare, retail, finance, fashion, and then so we had the app out there with people doing tasks like rate the hotel room, or does this search query match the image you see, and like how much would you pay for this pair of shoes? All sorts of tasks, little tasks like that. And then as we found our way to the talking to folks in the artificial intelligence space, we realized that, as I've mentioned, there's a huge amount of training data required to train these AI models to drive a car, or to have a conversation with you, or to do any of the number of things that AIs are being tasked to do. And we found that just focusing on training data and just creating the task, in fact, just for automotive, like I say, identifying the pedestrians, the parked cars, the fire hydrants, the lane lines in a street scene, great use of the platform we already had.
We are exploring new horizons here at AutoSens Detroit with Matt Shobe, co-founder of Mighty AI, training data for autonomous driving. For more autonomous driving, for more AutoSens TV, look us up on YouTube.